Hello everyone, welcome back to Rosenburg. I'm Platy, and today we are back in Barlow Heights. We have been building a lot on the other side of the highway the last couple of episodes, so I was thinking we should get back here and fill in the village center, as well as this odd area next to the roundabout. Once that's finished, we will go back to Rosenburg Center and start building something special around the shore. Let's jump in. When we built Barlow Heights, I think we added the grocery shop in the center and left this plot of land open to potentially put in a park or something. I won't make this a city park, but I will add some unique buildings and paths to make it look nice. So this will be a pedestrian area. I'm adding the service point on the alleyway right here. I want this area to look nice, so I'm adding the tree-lined pedestrian path. There is a nice pedestrian connection through this park asset, so I want to add my pedestrian road in such a way that it becomes a sort of connection throughout the center. Oh, I really wanted to add a library here, but this asset is just too big. Let's try and find something else. This unique asset fits here really well, so let's plop that in. I want this to be mainly open space with paths and maybe some picnic tables, and maybe some assets to actually spawn citizens in. I will try to give it a bit of a different style from the city park in Rosenburg Center. I'm adding in some tables for the locals to have their lunch, but I probably won't dress it up a lot more than this. Well, maybe just a couple food trucks. And while I'm here, I might as well just add a playground. I'll dot a couple more trees around the park. This is only a small park and I do want some open areas as well, so I think I will actually just leave it here. And this park was built super fast, but I think it is a great centerpiece to Barlow Heights. Let's move on to the open area behind the grocery shop. This will be another central place for everyone to hang out and meet. I was thinking, if this is a farming town, then we absolutely need a place for a farmer's market. It's only a small village, we should be fine with a pedestrian street. Everyone will just walk or bike here to pick up their fresh eggs. And also, I will make this a local and organic produce district. We want the farmers to sell their own produce here. If you want anything imported, you can go to the grocery shop across the street. I want to maximize zoning, so I am turning off zoning on the surrounding roads. And while everything is being built in, I want to make this feel like a place that you don't just visit for food shopping, but you also go here to hang out with friends and maybe grab a freshly squeezed juice to enjoy. And look at this, it's already so busy. I just love the way this looks. It feels really weird to say this early on in this build, but I feel like this side of Barlow Heights is almost finished. I will add some more trees in every garden, but I think this will be the last change to Barlow Heights for a long while. Oh, and while I'm landscaping this area next to the grocery shop, I want to remove street parking in just a bit. There's plenty of parking spots around here to go to instead. You know I love a good rock feature. This is really the last thing that we will do in Barlow Heights for today. I will add a nice centerpiece for the roundabout and improve path connections where I can. And now back to Rosenburg Center. I want to build towards the shore, so we will focus on this patch of land today. It is pretty flat, but this area to the right does go down fairly steeply. Let's keep that in mind when we build the roads. I will change this road to the one with palm trees on the medium. It just makes it feel fancier. As we plan out where this shoreside road will go, let's really put our city planning hats on today. When I initially built this road layout, which I think was the very first episode already, I had in mind that this old dirt road could be some sort of central road that offers a nice view of the church. I want to remember that and put something special at the end of this road here. So let's take a look in the unique buildings tab. I was thinking I could put the boat museum here, but I do not have that unlocked yet. And while boats are nice, I want something that feels more historic. I think the sea fortress is the way to go here. It doesn't actually show the church very well, but there is a view from the fortress for sure. Oh, look at the way the fortress is sunken into the riverbed. I don't like it this way at all. It's such a small detail, but I really want to fix it and make it look a bit more like it belongs here. I need to add the fenceless key here so there's nothing blocking the gate, and I'm using Move It to drop it down so it's not poking through the floor. Oh, I mess with the water a bit too much, but I do kind of like watching everything flood. It's not so fun being this person or this car that's floating away though. I want to add some other destinations beside the Sea Fortress. For some reason, the Sea Fortress reminds me of Kalmar Slot. Maybe it's not a place a lot of people have been to, but it's this small town in southeast Sweden, and it's got a castle and fort that's built out into the sea, almost exactly like this fortress actually. On the shore you can find a pretty decent sized park and some cafes. I want to add some tourism-centered commercial to give this area that same feel. Let's take a look at the commercial buildings that have spawned in. And let's flatten this out a bit as well. Looks like a nice cafe to visit. And a pool by the beach. The crab shack. That's an appropriate seafood place right here. And a home improvement store. An odd choice for tourism-centered shops, but you do you. And the view into the city center that I meant to preserve. It's a bit hard to see, but the towers of the church can be seen in the distance there. I'm quite happy with how this turned out. Back to this side of the village, I had to angle the shoreside road a bit more in because it was going onto the beach too much, and more importantly, I couldn't actually build there because it is outside of the city zone. I didn't think I wanted to connect the shoreside road into this dead-end road on the right, but I think I will do it anyway. And because this is probably the quietest part of the shoreside road, I am fine with it being fully low-density residential. Oh, and this road is flooding a bit, so let me fix that. I'm fine with this block being fully residential, but when we get to the shore, I want to slowly start incorporating some chips and drinks type of establishments. I just love these little houses. They fit perfectly on the beachfront. They look great. I remember that out of all areas of Rosenburg, this corner right here was the least surfaced in terms of parks. Yeah, that's not looking that nice really. Let's add a large playground here instead of this bath, and now everyone is happy again. I want to add some more commercial, but I don't want to cater it towards touristic uses, and I also don't want to make this fully zoned in. Let's leave some space in between. As you may have noticed, but I recently got the Hotels and Retreats DLC, so I have some more assets to add, which I will gladly do. I will add this tiny cafe or sidewalk cafe, I think it is, with some outdoor seating. And I think I might add some more outdoor seating with some props that came with this expansion, I think. And that is done. I love the way this looks. The fences and planters are not super straight, but I couldn't plot them in nicely, so this will just have to do. As for the other side of the road, I am a big fan of the beach volleyball assets. I think as a society we should be playing more beach volleyball. There's nothing better than zooming around in the sand, punching a ball around. So I will take any opportunity to put in a beach volleyball asset. I'm deleting the pavements under the beach sets because I don't like the look of the pavements. And I'm really itching to add something else. Let's add this touristic park after all. We'll have to cater to the tourists, maybe a little bit here as well. And I'll add some paths around it to encourage people to stroll by the beach. And that was the last thing I will add for this episode. I am stepping away from it. Let's take a look at the things we've built today. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts in the comments, and see you next time.